Now in the box, Kelby Tomlinson. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Popped up. And there's your first out of the inning. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I think there's some concern about the way Brandon Belt is playing. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Davis on the move. And they can't run it down. One out, nobody on. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one. Out to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Batting third, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The average to start play at .315. And even 20 home runs and 51 runs batted in. A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. The 1-1 is taken for ball two.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
Hit hard back up the middle. And McCutchen has himself a base hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred, he was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Giving chase is Powell. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. And he certainly has been no mystery to solve thus far. Sooner or later they might need to get someone else in there just to get out of the first. Stepping in, Hunter Pence. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Jackson, base runner at first with one out. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Howell's under it. 2 gone.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So digging in now, Brandon Crawford. And a great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the first inning. from the stretch. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Giants 3 and the A's nothing. Ty Blach gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, one of the things we're going to know with Ty Blach, he needs to have the changeup working. Doesn't throw very hard. 88 to 91 miles an hour. Has always had an advanced changeup, and that's really his bread and butter and his go-to pitch. Will throw the curve and occasional slider, but for Ty Blach, he needs to have the changeup to survive to get through this game.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off there 1-0. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get it going. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Nope. And a curveball that time that broke too low. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Hit hard down the right field line.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. Belt has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready now, Jarrett Parker, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
A fastball that just misses inside.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. Kelby Tomlinson is on deck. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here's Kelby Tomlinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Giving chase is Powell. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Parker is on his way home. He'll score easily as they move on top 4-0.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Into the box, Brandon Belt. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball.
Tomlinson stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Way outside. 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
No one out with a runner at second. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. A little bouncer. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. The throw will go to third, and he is lucky to be able to scamper back to third as he's in safely. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. A man at third with one away. Liner in there for a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
In now, Evan Longoria. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. Giants on top, 5-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Struck him out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. His head-to-head matchup numbers with Ty Blach. 2 hits in 7 tries. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1-2-3 go the A's. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. So in now for San Francisco, Austin Jackson coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Howell's under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 8. Designated hitter, Hunter Pence.
Standing in, Hunter Pence. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2.
The catcher, number 20, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, even though these 2 teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Two out, nobody on. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Jackson is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. His head-to-head matchup numbers with Ty Blach. He's a .333 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped him up. Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Powell.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He popped out in his first trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Lifted in the air out to left. Parker on the move. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Now a swing and a fly ball.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Bounce it to the left side. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the one. On now to the top of inning number 4. Giants out in front here, 5-1. Digging in, Brandon Crawford comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brandon Crawford.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
Into the box now, Jarrett Parker. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Here's Kelby Tomlinson as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Lowry on to first to complete the double play.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Right side. Olsen scoops it up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 1 for the Giants on this swing by Brandon Crawford. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Giants 6 and the A's 1. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
The 4th inning, right fielder Stephen Piscotty.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. There is Crawford. And there's one away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. First time up, he went down looking. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are two away.
The batter, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Jackson on the warning track. He makes the catch. A's are gone in order. They trail 6-1.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. One and one to Andrew McCutchen.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And here's a ball hit in the air. Heading after it is Piscotty. Makes the play, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Six runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. fouled off. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Simeon's got it. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Center fielder number 16, Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. High in the air out to center field. Howell's under it. And that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Digging in, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.